you plan to retire at some time in the future, but you're not currently investing, guess what? Come closer. You will work until you die. So why is investing so important when it comes to your retirement? Well, there are two financial objectives that every single person in this country attempts to meet on a daily basis, whether they know it or not. And the crazy thing is, most people have no clue that they're even working towards these two financial objectives. So objective number one is your current lifestyle, and objective number two is your future lifestyle. Your current lifestyle is funded by your labor. Simply put, we go to work, we get paid. You don't go to work, you don't get paid. It's a simple concept that anybody in the working class knows and understands. Well, at some point in time, at some point in the future, you will not want to work anymore. As a matter of fact, as you age, your ability to work will continue to decrease and decrease. And I'm pretty sure anybody that's watching this video, you can attest to the fact that you do not want to work for the rest of your life. So how will you be able to do that? Well, your future lifestyle, your retirement lifestyle has to be funded by investments. Why? Because once you get to retirement age or retirement income, because one thing you will learn as we go through this video is that it does not take age to retire, it takes income. But regardless, the reason why you have to have investments for your future is because if you are no longer putting in the work, the labor to fund your lifestyle because you're retired, well, where is the money gonna come from? So there are two corporations that have tried to fix this gap between our current lifestyle and our future lifestyle. The first corporation is the government. The government tried to fix it with Social Security, but as most of you should know, there are over 10,000 baby boomers who are retiring every single day, and statistics show that they are paying out more in Social Security to past workers who are now retired than they are currently collecting from the current working class. So what does that all mean? That means depending on your age, by the time you retire, there may not be any Social Security money left for you to collect. Ain't that something? So the second corporation that tried to fix this gap is corporate America. Back in the day, it was not uncommon for you to hear about companies paying out pensions, right? And so basically what happened was people were retiring, companies were continuing to pay them even though they were no longer working for the company, and these corporations started to get very, very smart and start to realize that, man, on this balance sheet, I have all of this money going out to pay people. And there's this group of people here that are retired. They're no longer putting in any type of labor. So their labor is gone, which means that they are not contributing to our revenue. So why are we still paying these people? So what did these corporations start to do? They started to send the jobs overseas so that they can get cheaper labor and not have to pay people retirement. So back in the day, you know, our great-grandparents, our grandparents, they were able to retire off pensions. I know my grandparents were able to, but by the time you and I are ready to retire, corporations will start to smarten up even more, and probably, I don't know, they might even have some type of deadline where, look, if this person is here for this long, we got to get them out of here some way, shape, or form, fire them, lay them off or something so that they do not qualify for pensions. That just is the way that it is. One thing you have to understand is that if you are working a job, and I don't want you to think I have problems with jobs, I do not. What I have a problem with is people's lack of knowledge and lack of understanding of what a job really, really is and how it's not designed to help you attain wealth. So one thing you have to understand is that when big corporations look at their balance sheets and they look at their profits and losses and all these different things, corporations and businesses are always looking for ways to decrease expenses. And guess what? Your income is in the expense column. So if they can fire you or lay you off ahead of time, trust me, they'll do it. Now, I'm pretty sure you've heard of people who have retired but gone back to work, and that is because retirement does not take age, it takes income. There are two people that are in my life who I know and love who have very stark differences in their retirement lifestyle. So on one hand, person A has been retired for almost 10 years. They retired on a really good nest egg and they never had to go back to work. The only thing they did was go back and volunteer every now and then when they started to get bored because they had way more time than they did before. Person B retired and within about a week they had to go back and get a job. Why? Because their nest egg was not as big because they did not invest enough during their working years. That's a pretty big difference. And if you had to sit back and think like, which person would I rather be? Of course you would want to be the person who retired with enough to be able to not have to go back and work and be able to enjoy your life until you die. So there are many types of investments and I am not certified to give financial advice, so I'm not going to get into all the different types of investments and which one are best and all these different things, but just understand there are a lot of different types of investments. You can invest into businesses, you can invest in the stock market, you can put money in a 401k or 403b, you can diversify your income by investing into mutual funds, you have cryptocurrencies, you have the foreign exchange market, and all these different types of things. You can invest in real estate. There's multiple types of investments. Just understand that in the end, you need to figure out what the best type of investment is for you. But the key component and the most important thing to understand is that you have to invest in order to build enough wealth for you to retire without having to go back to work. So I know some of you watching this video are probably like, look, I'm not currently investing and I'm scared of investing, or maybe investing just seems like it's too complicated for you and you don't know where to get started. And trust me, I was there at one point as well. Do your research, do Google searches and YouTube searches, do thorough research, and also research financial advisors that might be in your area that you can sit down with and get some advice from. Now, I will caution you and let you know that not every financial advisor is really credible for you to get advice from. And what I mean from that is, just because you have the credentials to give financial advice doesn't necessarily mean that you have the experience and you have the good results. So get with a financial advisor that's not going to charge you an arm and a leg to give you advice and maintain your accounts and different things like that. And also get you an advisor who knows what they are doing. They have to have the results, because if you go with the wrong person, you can lose your money quicker than you earned it. But the conclusion to all of this is that you need to invest your money. When it comes down to it, money works a lot better than you can. Money does not get sick. It doesn't get tired. It doesn't get sleepy. It doesn't need to eat. It doesn't need to call off of work because it has to worry about the kids. Money just works, and you always want your money working for you. Your money is going to make somebody rich. It may as well be you. The difference between the rich and the poor, and the reason why the rich get richer and the poor get poorer, is because the rich invest their money and the poor do not. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you thumbs up this video and share this video with anyone you know who needs this information. If you're looking for more information that can help you on your way and on your journey towards financial freedom, check out my 7-day video series titled 7 Keys to Financial Freedom. You can find that at www.7keystofinancialfreedom.com. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next video.